Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Blast Off with Light. Today, I think we've got what we need for making our Jaded Amaranthus. Step 1. Rune of Fire. I think they all take mana steel, don't they? So I may or may not have everything I need. Yeah. We should be good. So we give it that, and that, and that. And 1, 2, 3. Hit it with the stick. We may or may not have enough mana, so let's give Endo a little more to chow down on. I did quite a bit of exploring, getting some more resources. I used my diamond hammer on the meteorite over there. It was a massive meteor too. And I got quite a bit from there. And what we're doing today will use up all of the iron I found. Oh, poor lost spider. I'm not sure what you feed them to make them love you. But hopefully he can find his way back to his mommy. Skelly, on the other hand, can die. Because the little guys won't hurt you until you hurt them, or you hurt their mother. Which is understandable. Okay, so we toss this on there. And kapow! Runes of Fire. And then we grab these. What else went on that? Probably bone meal, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, now the mana steel. And hit it with the stick. We're still doing okay on mana. That's good. You guys just stay over there. So we've got one more rune after this. And then we can make the flower. Which is a really awesome flower. And I can show off a different tool as well. Actually, let's clear out a bit of this space and use the dirty stick while that's working. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, how are we doing over here? You're good to go. Good to go. Pow! Now, we should be able to hand in a quest. Because we have created each of the 4 elemental runes. Ba-ba! That gets us a block of mana steel. Sweet. Next we'll have to do all the seasons. We're going to do spring this episode. Not sure what the other ones are used for, so we'll look into what's necessary for that. Yeah, we'll take a look at some of that stuff later. But for now, we need one of these, one of those, and a couple of different types of petals. So let's put 2 of those back. 2 of those back. So it's fire, water, saplings, and wheat for the Rune of Spring, is it not? Saplings, wheat, water, and fire. Man, that's really violent sounding, even though it doesn't look all that dark out. Water, fire, sapling, sapling, wheat. Let's double check. Good. Ba-ba. Now, does this take more or less mana? It feels like it takes less mana than the elemental ones, which is unexpected. But I suppose if you infuse lots of mana into the 2 elementals, you don't necessarily need it for this one. Toss. And pow. I said, come on. Hello? Yep, there's a little bit of lag from something. It might be the realistic pain mod. It might be something else. It's really hard to tell sometimes. There we go. Rune of Spring. Now we can add that together with these. So, to make the redstone root, you just craft grass and redstone. Perfect. And then we need these 2, this one, and this one. And some water. Always forget the water. There's the water. Hey, where'd they go? There they are. Okay, so that's 7 things in there. Let's double check the book. 7 things. So now all we need are some seeds. Perfect! Jaded Amaranthus. Now, it needs to be near some pools. So that's a good place for a pool. Let's put him... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3. Here. And quick as can be, he spawns up some friends. Now he'll continue to do this so long as you keep giving him mana, and there's still places to put friends. But say you come along and there are just too many of them, and you don't want to go bang, 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 pow, 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 pow. That's what this Horn of the Wild is for. You just come up and you go, why hello flowers. Boom. And it picks them all up for you. I believe it costs a little bit of mana, but it's a real little bit. And it lets you pick them up all at once. Now, if you're wondering, it does work with regular plants as well. So if we take bone meal and go, pow! You got a lot of things you want to clear. Horn of the Wild gets rid of all of it. Pretty awesome. I don't know if you noticed, but I've got some shelving units. So I'm actually at least mildly organized now. Red goes over there. I try to keep them in nice chromatic order so I can always find them. Over here I've got my pneumatic craft seeds. Those are just regular seeds. So propulsion plants are in here somewhere. Propulsion are over here. And those are just regular seeds. So all in all, we got some nice stuff. We now have our Jaded Amaranthus, which does quite a bit of work. Unfortunately, it apparently overwrites saplings. But that's okay. That we're going to solve here in just a second. It looks like he works in a 4x4 area around him. And eventually, I'll have enough flowers. And I'll be able to just put these away. Now, it kind of looked like he might have broken one of his friends with one of his friends. We'll have to check on that later. But for now, we're going to put him away. Because we don't want him to do too much and waste all of our mana while we're away. Okay. So, we're about halfway through the episode. The other half is going to be over here. Now, I wanted to make a charcoal factory this episode, but man, is this stuff more expensive than I expected. Granted, I am using one module that it doesn't call for in the quest book, but I think it's well worth it. So let's go and sleep, so we don't have to worry about the zombies moaning around us. Sleep. Woo! Yeah, so we don't have to worry about the zombies while we're crafting our stuff. Over here, yeah. Now, we should actually... We're going to need a couple of things that I put away. Step 1, standard hulls. Step 2, cart assembler. So we'll put the cart assembler here. We'll need that momentarily. Now in here we've got a lot of stuff that looks like it's just iron and gold and redstone randomly strewn about. It's not entirely random, but not entirely ordered either. So first we'll take these, and I believe it goes like so. To get a bunch of chest locks. Ooh, I forgot about this feature. Next up, we're going to need to make a lot of wooden pane type things. How many, I'm not sure, so let's leave 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's leave 10 of them like that. The rest we're going to go like so. Yeah, that should be enough of those. It makes quite a lot. Okay, and our inventory is getting a little out of control, but that's okay. So the first thing that we want to make are some side chests, because that's what we need for the quest. So it takes the lock and some of these things. We need 2 of these, which we've got tons. We need 2 of these. Oh, come on now. Oh, right, because it's not in my inventory. Two of these. And how many of the big ones? 4 of the big ones. Which take that. 2, 3, 4. Like so, like so, like so, and a lock to make some side chests. Ba-boom. Let's exit and come back. Now I'll put the side chests away. Now, I personally want a top chest for my cart. So it's fairly similar, but we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Like that, like this, and then like that. For a top chest. Brilliant! Next up, we need a coal generator, which I believe goes a little something like this. A coal engine. We'll put it in our inventory, let the book see it. Let's make sure the book can see it. Okay, it's seen those 2. So next up we need that basic wood cutter. Put this guy in here. Now the basic wood cutter takes quite a bit of stuff. First, you need the blades. Oh right, it takes 10 iron for that. Oof, I might not have enough iron for everything. I might have miscounted. Well, that's going to be unfortunate. We'll steal it from one of the other things. Which is the other thing that I want to steal it from? I think I'll steal it from the secondary item we don't necessarily need right away. I will steal it from here. Okay, so here are our 5 saw blades. What else did we need? Let's actually look at the recipe. Cutter. So, saw blades, iron, and then this guy, which takes 8 saplings, and advanced PCB, which takes all sorts of stuff. So that's this line right here. So here's our various PCBs. Okay, so 4 PCBs, iron, and redstone to make the advanced ones. Let's take a look at that again. Huh, but I just need the one. Oh. Did I make the wrong thing? No, I should be good. I just made too many of it. We'll need those later, too. And there we go. Basic woodcutter. Now, I really want compact solars on this guy too. See, we need these PCBs. So, yeah, I might have just grabbed from the wrong area. I think this might have been what I needed. But either way, we need 2 more of these guys. To make another one of these. Okay. Now for this, let's make these solar panels. Those are down here. Oh, really? Sometimes the lag just grabs things. Now I don't know where all my iron goes. Okay, so we need 8 of these. I know that much. 2 iron and 2 more regular PCBs. Well, here are 2 PCBs worth of stuff. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it looks like fun. Okay, now it takes a PCB, 1, 2, 3, 4 solars, and 2 iron. Let's do that again. There we go. 2 compact, 2 advanced solar panels. 2 of those. I should have 2 pistons just laying around. 2 iron and redstone. And here we are, a compact solar engine. So during the day, it can be powered by the solar. At night, or whenever it gets in the shade too much, it can be run by the coal. You can't have both side chests and the compact solar. Okay, in here, we can either take the cargo manager or the rails. Each cargo manager takes about 7 iron to make. These take 6. This is 2, that's 2, so we should probably take the cargo manager. Okay, so we'll need those for the setup, along with that guy. But for making our cart, we need our engines, our cutter, and our chest. Just come over to our fancy little machine. We'll likely need more coal. That's unfortunate, but probably unavoidable. So what we do is we take our standard hull, we give it a coal engine and our compact solars, which you can see here on the sides. Awesome. The basic woodcutter goes in the front. You can only have 1 tool. And then we're going to put the top chest. And there we go. That's our fancy cart. Now I say to assemble it, I drop in some coal. It'll take at least 20 minutes for this to work. So I'll likely have to cut, maybe get some more coal, or just show it to you next episode. What I wanted to go in the middle, which I don't know if I've got the materials for now. Now I forget what it's called. Because it's not cargo. Distributor. It's an external distributor. So we need 4 more PCBs, which take 4 iron each. Well, we do have the iron. Wonder what else I was going to build that I don't have. Oh, for the rails. We don't have the iron for both the rails and this distributor. So I'm going to make the rails. Because they're a bit more fundamental to this process. Yeah. And instead, we'll make 2 chests, one of which into a hopper. For next episode, I will get some more iron and set up the rest of the true system for you. But I'm going to eventually route this into a charcoal system. But for now, we'll just drop everything into a chest. And then we take our cargo manager and drop him on top. So anything that goes into the cargo manager will get dropped into the chest. Now this has a whole lot more functionality than this. You can do loading and unloading. We've got hypothermia again. You can do loading and unloading. You can split it into separate parts. Each side can work independently. So, like for the red, you could load stuff into the engine, and then on the blue side, green side, you can instead pull things from its storage. Very cool. How are we doing on energy over here? We're probably going to need a bit more than that. I'll go look into that later. But to use the actual cargo manager, you need advanced detector rails on the sides of it, such that the cart will stop and interface with it. For the tree farm, you just need a basic loop, and the cart will plant the trees along the sides and harvest them when they've grown. Now I think I should put a bit of glowstone on top of this. Okay. Get this place nice and lit up such that the trees will grow and whatnot. And this place is unsafe as well. Everything else okay? Everything else is good. Okay, so when the cart is on this track, it will plant the trees and harvest the trees. The hopper will pull everything out of the cargo manager, and that should be everything that it needs. Yeah, this is going to take quite a while and quite a bit of energy. Probably a stack or maybe a stack and a half of coal. I will get all of that up and running, and I will see you momentarily. So about 20 minutes and roughly a stack of coal later, we almost have our cart. While I was waiting, I went and got myself the iron for the external distributor. I had to get myself some more water, cook myself some chips, just in case I got a little too hungry, which I think I might be about now. So once this cart is done, we'll have some chips and set up our tree farm. It's a very simple tree farm right now. I'm going to add something that'll route the wood to a charcoal factory and all of the rest of it to a separate chest. But I don't have enough iron for that right now. There might be some fancier ways to do it, but we'll get to those in time. For now, I just want a lot of trees growing and being chopped down so I can get a lot of charcoal, which might be a moot point if I can get a blaze farm set up, but yeah, we'll see. And we've got our cart. Let's put him in there. Have ourselves some chips. Chomp, chomp, chomp. There we go. Which apparently gave us mining fatigue and regeneration. Weird. So, now that we have the distributor, we'll have the hopper here, and we'll put the chest right there. And our jump boost is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, and for some reason, whenever I log out and have to come back, I have to take off my sash and put it back on again. Not entirely sure why, but it's only a minor inconvenience. Okay, so now we've got this guy. Not connected to any managers, though. Boop. Which basically extends this guy for additional routing purposes. So the purple is on the top or the bottom. In this case, the bottom. And the sides are the same sides as that manager. So now we want the purple to act as though it's one of these slots. So let's set this guy back up. And we want that to be the engine, this to be the storage, and that coming in. So we want this guy for the bottom right to attach to the purple. That way, anything that comes in from the storage goes out the hopper and into the chest. But we can fill this area with fuel to go into the engine. Now, let's go and sleep, because compact solar's not worth much at night. Okay. Head on back up. Can never remember the right way out. So, now we place this guy down, we open him up, and we hand him some saplings. The woodcutter will plant things as well as chop them. So you'll watch him just go around planting some nice trees. Let's grab the watering can. Give him something to do. And he'll plant it on both sides, on the inside of the track and the outside. And he'll roll around until he gets to the advanced detector rail. Then he'll stop and either put things away or pick things up, and then keep on moving. There we go. So if we look in here, he picked up all of the charcoal and put it in his engine. Now, he doesn't necessarily need to use his coal engine when he's got his compact solars, but when he's under a tree, he's in the shade and doesn't get any power. So he chops down the trees from the top, and has quite an interesting range, too. So, theoretically, we might be able to expand this out a little bit, but I'm not entirely certain. And he chops down the leaves first, such that they don't despawn when you chop out the logs. It's particularly important in a mod pack like this, where you've got the fast despawning leaves. And there he goes, and plants a new one. Stops at the thing and picks up any fuel that was there. Chops down this tree. Chop, 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 chop. And if you look inside of him, his woodcutter does have durability. So after it looks like each block is worth about 10 of that. The leaves might be worth 1. I don't know. But you can give him some diamonds to repair his tools. And he'll plant another tree and swing on around. And he'll come back here, drop off his things. And these are getting pulled in by the hopper. So he should only have what he's chopped down so far. And if we come down here, our chest has the apples and the wood in it. If we had set up our charcoal factory and whatnot down here, it would be making charcoal already. And he doesn't necessarily need to use any of his coal, but for some reason he is. Seems a little odd. Oh, I know why. They're both the same priority. So if we turn the coal engine's priority down, he'll use the solar power first, and if he doesn't have enough solar power, then he'll use his coal. Forgot about that, because you can have lots of different engines on these guys. So you can set the priority of them depending on what is readily available to you. It's pretty cool. Now, I don't know how much I'm going to use these carts. They've got several different heads, but I don't really need to do farming. I don't need crazy amounts of potatoes, carrots, and wheat, I don't think. We'll see later. Oh, I'm in a tree. Save me, farming bot. Save me. Well, Paul Bunyan bot, really. So I don't know what I'll need a lot of crops for. I know I'll be able to use the wood. I mean, just in the short amount of time he's been running, he's already gotten us about a stack of wood. The solar will keep him from using much at all of the coal, so we should make a sizable profit even on just this tiny little tree farm. But this can be fairly infinitely expanded. You just move the rails out, add some more dirt, move the rails out, add some more dirt. He collects saplings within him, so this will eventually become full and he'll start dropping saplings into the chest too. We'll see how long that takes. So let's take a look at the quest book, see what else they want us to do for farming Steve style. So here we've got farming. We'll get seeds we've already got. No. Internal storage and a basic farmer. Not bad. I might make these and not actually make the cart because, well, I don't need these seeds really. I don't need the cart, but I like finishing quests. Security system 2.0. Sneaky creepers, sniping skeletons, and stupid zombies. Had enough of these fools. It's time for me to put my knowledge of minecarts to good use to exterminate these pests from the perimeter around my base. So yes, lots of chances to do impressions here. Fool! And exterminate. Not as good at the Dalek as I am at Excalibur. So we could get an experience bank, projectile egg, projectile potion. We could make potions that he could throw. I don't want him to throw eggs. So the experience bank will probably be the best choice here. But having a guy that goes around shooting things might be okay. But I don't have a huge stock of arrows just yet. And diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy. Mining, digging out a huge area for ores or space is a real hassle, even with an excavator or hammer. Time to make use of my new knowledge on carts to solve this problem. This one I don't know a whole lot about. So I'll have to take a look at doing the mining with the carts, because I think that could be fun. So we need a hardened drill, a railer, and a height controller, and we'll get a cart modifier, a generic engine, or solar panel. I believe these are upgrades for this guy? I'm not entirely sure, though. So, a couple of interesting quests there. Back in getting started, we really should do some of this Flaxbeard stuff. I really want to see if there's any way to integrate Flaxbeard and Botania a bit more. That, I think, would be very worthwhile. So I'll investigate that. I'll make some of the seasonal runes and see what they're used for. I'm still a little behind on getting some of these flowers, but that's to be expected. Now that we've got the Jaded Amaranthus, we can get all sorts of flowers over here. Yeah. So all sorts of flowers over here. Pow-pow. So we'll be able to make more endoflames and any other sorts of flowers we might need. A lot to do. A lot we can do. A lot we can decide not to do. Because even though it's got quests for all these things, we don't necessarily need to do all of them. And we don't necessarily need to do them in the order that they want. Oh, that was a light gray one. So many flowers. So little time. But we are missing purple, because we used up our 2 purples on the Jaded Amaranthus, and we're missing white, of all things. So we'll probably set the Amaranthus back up, and, well, overall, it's been really fun making this little guy. And he's chugging away at that tree. So let's get a good screenshot. Whoa. Seemed to lag out a bit taking that screenshot. May have crashed my game by taking a screenshot. Well, I'll either recover from this crash or not, but either way, I will see you in the next episode of Blast Off. Thankfully, we came back from that with light.